Does that really matter when for men? One for men, this is the only means of doing the act. Not all women like that stuff, so anyway, so I don't know what to tell you. One, if that was a problem, this wouldn't be exclusive to gays. Two, what do you have a problem with, even if you were right? Three, saying not all women are into it is nothing. Four, you Christians really think such disturbing posts will stop homosexuality? Clearly the back door isn't meant for the things to enter it, but for stool to come out. Yeah, I have a problem with it because it's an absolute abomination to God. So if it's an abomination to God, let God deal with it. Clearly the back door isn't meant for things to enter it. Well, what if God made it? Intended for things to enter it. Intended for entry. As I said before, or here, anal sex bothers you, but the stool doesn't. I mean, that's perfectly fine. You're okay with stool, the way it smells, That's okay to you? I mean, that's not an abomination to you? No, you're picking on anal sex and homosexuality? What? How is that good? How is that intelligent design? How is this intelligent design from a supernatural, powerful God? What is that? You're complaining about sex. You're weird. And reduces the opportunity for people to procreate and pass. So procreation, you hate it because they can't procreate? Well, why didn't you say that then? Why are you going on about shit? I mean, the anus being exit only. So nobody's allowed to have. It's all about procreation. They can't procreate, so you're gonna pick on them. I mean, how many? Fuck. Okay. And reduces the opportunity for people. Nobody's missing an opportunity. You don't think these guys know that anal sex does not result in babies? Or, conception? Don't you think they fucking know that? Well, of course, I agree with you. I mean, I understand what you're saying, that gays can only have anal sex because they both have dicks, but if procreation is your only concern, then that's pretty shallow, don't you think? I mean, how dare they try to pleasure each other? I mean, it's an abomination to God. Well, A, let God deal with it, and B, where does homosexuality come from? What causes it? Is that not a part of God's plan? You're complaining about it being an abomination to God. Who are you to say anything if it's all God's doing? If it's God's problem? How is it your problem? And why do you want it to be your problem? I hope my opinions made sense. No, they don't. If that was a problem, this wouldn't be exclusive to gays. What do you have a problem with, even if you're right? Well, even if... Yeah, I mean, why do you have a... Fuck. You're making such a big deal out of nothing here. And because God... Let's put it this way. If you're complaining about something, being a worshiper of God, Yahweh's child, then God can't be that great. Or God can't be good at all if you're complaining. You are within God's reality as you believe. So you're the one that's complaining. How can you be complaining anything if God is just powerful and has the great plan and just does everything good? What could you possibly have any... Why would, Okay, so anal sex bothers you, but stool is good design. God couldn't come up with anything better. Removing waste, yeah. Okay, now you're saying that removing waste from any system is practical. Now you're just strawmanning it, because I didn't say anything about... Well, the reality is, we wouldn't need a system if God's design is good. How is this good design? And you're trying to turn this around on me, trying to say that I'm mad about it. You're the one upset about... you said so here. You have a problem with it because it's an abomination to God. How is that even a valid reason to have a problem with it? It's none of your business. So, gay men get their fucking anus ruptured or whatever, or destroyed or severed or what, damaged. So how is that your problem? Disease? Well, yes, AIDS would be, yes, I mean, it is infectious. Other people can get it from people. That's how they get it. But again, though, that's just, I mean, how is that good design? How is disease good design? How is a weak anal tissue good design? And again, I asked you already why you're complaining about anal sex, but you have no problem with stool. What's that about? The fuck? Would that happen if God's design was good? You're saying this is good? You know what I'm trying to ask you. You're just avoiding by saying removing waste from any system is practical. What the fuck? We are living a limited life at this time. Removing waste that can kill it. How is that good design? How is that good design? Why do you approve of this reality that we have, which you believe is the result of God? We are living a limited life at this time, and you're sitting here carrying on about gay homosexuality and then you avoid what I said about shit, and yeah. You're throwing it... Well, you believe you have eternal life, but you're the one saying we are living a limited life at this time. What does that even have to do with removing waste that can kill us? And would we need to do this if God designed it better? I'm going on about the quality of God's design, and you're thinking you're shutting me down by saying removing waste from any system is practical. What? And you're saying that I'm mad. Do I sound mad to you? You're the one tap dancing around this motherfucker. God wouldn't have made us not needing to consume, or could have made it... You didn't even answer this question. Or could have made the waste you understood me perfectly. I know you did. It's sad that you think your idea of how life... Now you're saying that I didn't say anything about how life should be. You're the one carrying on about homosexuality because of weak anal tissue, and also because it's somehow an abomination to God, which would make it his problem, not yours. But you're the one whining about it here. Food is enjoyable, but you're mad and irrational. This makes no sense. You just asserted, you just strawmanned me. You're saying my idea of how life should... Well, I guess this would be gaslighting. You're saying I didn't even say anything about how life should be. You are. So it's just projection. Projectional gaslighting. And to which here I say, says the bigot who hates gays because the anus is weak tissue, which you believe God designed that way, while God also made them gay. So you're opposed to consumption being strictly for pleasure and the waste being pleasant. You also want consequences. I never said I hate fats. You're... What? What does that even mean? Fats? What are you talking about? Is fats the only consequence of overconsumption? Completely ignoring what I say because you know you're wrong. Gays, whatever, wish you the best. Whatever that means. You're just all over the place. You know you're wrong. Maybe I could be wrong also, but you're not. You're just tap dancing around what I say and ask. So why does God have a problem with anal sex, and why do you also? Because God, how is that a valid reason to be opposed to anal sex? Using the weak tissue as an excuse, even though you say an abomination to God. How is it? Suppose it is an abomination to God. Who cares? Maybe God is also an abomination, obviously. Who created homosexuality? Where did it come from? Who made stool the way it is? Oh, you don't have a problem with that. You just have a problem with anal sex. You know, you're sick.